Hey, we've seen Game of Thrones and Conan the Barbarian, and we love the series Game of Thrones. You're awesome.
Can I see some ID?
Oh my God, we're showing one!
Just want to make sure.
I swear, I'll show you one.
Okay, cool.
We can prove it, we have to.
All right, you love me, and then what?
Okay. We want to know, for you, what was the biggest difference, challenge, going from College Rogo to Conan the Barbarian?
The biggest difference, I mean, obviously, besides from the language barrier, I just felt, you know, Conan was a warrior, a wandering warrior. I mean, like, he was, you know, he was looking for his throne, and, you know, he didn't have you know, tons of warriors behind him. It's just him by himself. So I felt like the call, what I didn't want to do is like have the call have these big weapons. I wanted him to have 2 real small knives. He was super intimate. He's killed guys hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different ways. Sadistic. That's why I wanted him to, when we do that fight scene, I just wanted to be able to whisper in his ear, like the baddest guys in the world, just go like, come here. And be like, oh shit. They're like, don't do that again. I'm not gonna do that again, I promise. That's how I wanted to call it. I just wanted him to be so stoic. And you know, Conan had a lot more, he's just more angst in him. He's just a lot angrier, but the call can sit back on the throne, he's the king. So, yeah, I didn't want to have all the weapons and stuff. I just wanted him to be so menacing that he didn't need any of that. Yeah. I'll just rip your throat out with your own sword. Kind of thing. Great question. Come on up. I'm gonna need some ID though, seriously, because this shit's on tape. You know what? No, come here. These are really good ice cubes. I just touched these ice cubes, ladies. Come on. At the end, if there's any left, you can have them. It's not my fault you look so goddamn young. You need to drink more.
I want to say hello. My name is Kathy. I'm a breast cancer survivor. I found out I had breast cancer right when Game of Thrones started.
I'm sorry.
You all got me through Game of Thrones 1 and Game of Thrones season 2. No matter how sick I was, no matter if I was in the hospital or what, I made sure that somebody take Game of Thrones.
Oh, you cutie, come here and give me a hug.
And my favorite part was you and Khaleesi, and I don't think they gave about half enough airtime. You all should have been half the show, 30 minutes of the show. So usually
Which parts of me, Khaleesi?
Well, I had just your characters.
Oh, I know what you mean. Never mind, we've got more Jello shots. And can you come up here and give me a kiss and a hug?
Well, I've been cancer-free. I had a PET scan done the other day, and I'm cancer-free now. But you really did help me through that show, and you really got me through.
Well, here's the George Martin and all the people from Game of Thrones. Beautiful. You have a Jello shot? No.
Hi, well that's really hard to follow. I have a kind of a 2-part question, and forgive my pronunciation, but one of my favorite videos I've ever seen for audition is yours for Game of Thrones where you did the Maori Haka. What made you decide to do that, and if you feel so inclined, could you do it?
I can't do it, but...
Okay.
It's such a sacred thing to do it, that's why I don't really do it. I wouldn't do it up here, not that I wouldn't want to for you, but it's just something we reserve for something very sacred. The reason why I did that for that situation is because when I read the books, obviously nothing's in English, and you don't really see him go into battle, you don't see him command his troops. And I thought, you know, to show the people this is what he would look like if he were to go into battle, or what, you know, what kind of warrior he was. So that's why I chose to do the haka.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. And it scared the shit out of them.
Hi, I'm Dawn from Alabama.
Hi, Alabama.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I want to ask about wolves.
Oh, yeah.
How hard was it to
think we got down to 4 hours, which is very hard for me because as you can see, I'm like 5 hours before, and I mean, I can't sit still, so it was very challenging. And then, yeah, it's full body prosthetic, and then they hand laid all the hair. I wish I had pictures and stuff to show you, but there's, it's pretty amazing. If you can just imagine Drogo as a wolf, ripping people's throats out with his teeth. It's kind of like that.
Can't wait to see it.
Me too. I think it's not sold yet in America, so I mean, I'm thinking maybe spring, hopefully. But it's pretty special. I really like it. There you go, Alabama Dawn. Cheers, dude.
Hi, I was curious. I saw that you're drinking Bluegrass Brewing Company American Pale Ale.
Yeah, man.
I used to work there actually, but I was wondering.
You get fired? Are you stealing shit?
I was wondering if you have a favorite Pale Ale or IPA.
You know what? My favorite beer in the world is Guinness, and then right after that is probably Saison DuPont, and like I like wheat beers. But you know, when we travel, and I like to try the local breweries. You know, I like beer. I mean, if I make it enough money, I'm just basically my own brewery. Cool. Yeah. It's kind of my favorite thing in the world. I'm like, play music, eat food, drink beer. I should own a brewery. Give up this acting shit. Is that cool? Green for good. JB, do you mind coming up here real fast? JB, come here. This is my new friend. See how hard this is? Everyone's staring at you. You guys take some of these because you're my friends. Give one of those to Bob. Okay, thanks, sweetie. All right.
It was interesting watching your character Drogo and his relationship with Daenerys develop, and how you, let's just say, felt susceptible to her feminine wiles. If your character was around when the dragons showed up, do you think it would be all yes ma'am, yes sweetie? You are the boss?
No! I figured out a way to kill those fuckers. That was a really good question. Kind of made me angry, so here, have a good one. Get out of here. Dragon schmaggin'.
Well, first off, is there any chance we're going to get you down at 4th Street Live tonight?
Yeah. Is that where Buck Cherry's playing?
Yeah.
I think so, man. I mean, there's a couple concerts. I went and saw at 3rd Street Dive. I went and saw a band called Harley Poe. Does anyone know them? Yeah. They're amazing. I went and watched them last night. I had a really good time. So I think they're playing too. And then yeah.
All right.
You'll see me. I'll be the big dumb idiot going.
I'll be there with you.
Cool.
But you said, the actual question, you said a lot of it was scripted. Are there any ad-libs or sort of scenes that had to get cut out that we'll never see?
No, I'm exceptional, so they don't really. They don't do that with bad actors, but no, they didn't cut anything out, and they wrote more, so it was good. And everything was scripted. That's how good the writers are. To all their credit, nothing was changed, and you didn't want to because David and Dan are that amazing. So.
Is that the case for all of your works?
Oh, no. No. I rewrite my friends all the time. I'm just joking, Bob. No one's laughing. All right. No, we definitely rewrite stuff, but not with Game of Thrones. Yeah. No. So we gotta laugh, someone to laugh at, you know what I mean? Like, I can't give it to everyone. All right. Here you go, buddy. Watch. It's a nice kid.
You're pretty convincing as an experienced horseman in Game of Thrones. Do you have previous experience? If not, how hard was it to learn?
Well, that's my contribution to acting, because I absolutely hate those Gentlemen, I do not like horses at all, and I do not like me, and we have, unfortunately, have to work together all the time. But I don't, I'm amazed when I watch it, because literally most of the time I'm pooping myself. Just literally, like in Conan, I'm just, the whole time, I'm like, I'm making a scary face, but I'm just like, scared.
Well, you nailed it.
Thank you. Oh.
No, I said.
You're sitting over there? All right. Cheers.
Yes, I just had a couple questions. One was you talked about the physical, extremities that you had to go through as far as with the movies and the role as the Drogo. So I was wondering, what did you do mentally to prepare for these roles?
I mean, mentally for Conan and for Drogo, is what you're saying? You know, really for Drogo, I just had to learn, because when I got the job, I had to learn how to speak. That I had to do it in broken English. So when I got there, we did the cast reading, and there was like 70 people there. The writers came up and like, we want you to do this in this beautiful dialect that we made up. I was like, oh, it's great. And they played it to me, and I'm like, just like, holy shit, how am I going to do this? I can barely speak American, it helped doing that language to really get in the mindset of Drogo. I think it wouldn't be quite what it is if it didn't have that language. So that really helped on that. And Conan, it's all physicality, and so I mean, just transforming my body into that really helped with the mental state too. So.
Okay, last question was, as far as if your character hadn't actually died in Game of Thrones, where would you see as far as the entire, your relationship and the whole thing going?
Well, we've already had this question, and obviously you weren't here, so you had a jello shot, now you lost a jello shot. Or you weren't listening, which means just bye. Let's go. Thank you.
Khaleesi, Reginald Ariadne.
I was wondering if...
Khaleesi, you got glasses now.
I can't see.
Your eyes are looking shit since I'm bad. And now you're cheating on me too, aren't you? It'll take you a long minute. Little hussy, I knew it.
If Drogo was still around, which character would you like him to actually be able to, like...
Kill?
interact with?
Oh, if Drogo was still around, who would you like to interact with? I totally would like to meet Tyrion and be like, just look at him, I'm like, not sure if I want to eat him, or like, fuck him or something, you know? Or just like turn him into a little, like, I just get amused by him. So I'm like, and he's still like, he wants you to jump up and down with this on. Or just like sit on the throne and just put him on my lap. You know what I mean?
Hi, Jason.
Oh, that's a great question, by the way. Come here and get it, Khaleesi. You take two because I love you. It's gonna help your vision. Pretend like it's a heart.